VALRENNA is a water-based paint for interiors which is unusually soft to the touch, offering an effect which is similar to buckskin. VALRENNA contains special resins and pigments which make it possible to achieve decorative effects similar to those offered by soft fabric in extremely elegant color shades. Furthermore, it can be cleaned easily using a soft sponge which has been dampened with water and neutral soap. VALRENNA can be applied to many types of surface, for example cement, plaster, plaster of Paris, plasterboard, wood and iron, after a suitable first treatment has been applied. Let us now move on to the preparation of the room. On walls constructed using plaster of Paris, plasterboard, wood and iron. Clean well and remove grease where necessary. On iron surfaces, if necessary, apply 1 or 2 coats of Victor water-based anti-rust primer. Fill in the damaged areas, and when the filler is dry, sand the surface to make it smooth. To achieve the colors displayed in the catalog, simply mix VALRENNA carefully with the appropriate quantity of colori coloring paste, as described under each color sample. This color mixing procedure must be performed without fail, even for the Primer 400 base coat. Colori is supplied in 80 ml and 480 ml applicators, suitably marked with a graduated scale, which are used to extract the correct quantity of product and thus make it possible to achieve the chosen color. Coloring Primer 400 and VALRENNA. Shake the Colori applicator for 1 minute. Holding the Colori pack upwards, remove the stopper from the hole. Turn the toothed wheel clockwise, bringing the piston to its 0 point in order to expel all the air. Add the right quantity of the Colori product to VALRENNA in order to achieve the desired color. Add the right quantity of the Colori product to Primer 400 in order to achieve the desired shade. Mix thoroughly using a long wooden or metal spatula before applying the product. Apply 2 coats of Primer 400 using a roller or a brush. Mix thoroughly using a long wooden or metal spatula before applying the product. Then, using a short-haired roller, apply 2 coats of Primer 400, color mixed and diluted 10 to 30% with water, waiting about 6 hours at 20 degrees Celsius between the first and second coats. Approximately 12 hours after the application of the second coat of Primer 400 at 20 degrees Celsius, continue with the VALRENNA application cycle. Buckskin effect. To achieve the buckskin effect, VALRENNA must be diluted 10 to 20% with water. Spread the VALRENNA using a brush in crisscross fashion, with small brush strokes moving in all directions. After approximately 5 to 6 hours at 20 degrees Celsius, apply the second coat of VALRENNA. using the same procedure as described above. Sheng tongue effect. To achieve the Sheng tongue effect, VALRENNA must be diluted 20 to 30% with water. Spread and distribute the VALRENNA well, using a short-haired roller in strips, which are about 1 meter wide and 1 to 2 meters high. Immediately afterwards, while the product is still wet, brush the VALRENNA from top to bottom and vice versa with the PV88 special brush, so as to create streaks similar to the Sheng tongue fabric effect. To decorate corners and areas, which are difficult to reach, the smaller PV89 brush may be used. After about 5 to 6 hours at 20 degrees Celsius, apply the second coat of VALRENNA, using the same technique as above. Linen effect. To achieve the linen effect, VALRENNA must be diluted 20 to 30% with water. Spread and distribute the VALRENNA well, using a short-haired roller in strips, which are about 1 meter wide and 1 to 2 meters high. Immediately afterwards, while the product is still wet, brush the VALRENNA from top to bottom and vice versa with the PV88 special brush. To decorate corners and areas which are difficult to reach, the smaller PV89 brush may be used. After about 5 to 6 hours at 20 degrees Celsius, apply the second coat of VALRENNA, and while the product is still wet, brush horizontally from right to left and vice versa, so as to create streaks similar to the effect produced by linen fabric. Final view of the room after the application of VALRENNA. We will now show you how to create decorative stencil effects using a reusable semi-rigid sheet. Apply the temporary spray adhesive Adipit 500 to the stencil at a distance of 20 to 30 centimeters. For improved fixing performance, adhesive tape may be used as well as Adipit 500 adhesive. The application should be carried out using a darker color than the shade used for the decorating of the room. Use a pencil to mark the points on the wall over which the stencil will subsequently be positioned. When the job is complete, the pencil marks can be removed with a rubber. Now we will show you how to achieve the shadow effect. Place the stencil in a slightly different position from the one just used, approximately 5 mm higher or lower, and then apply the paint. In this case, we used an even lighter color. View of the room decorated using VALRENNA and the stencil. The equipment used in the decoration process should be cleaned using soap and water.